Moving on to the next team, which had a lot of issues last year, the Rajasthan Royals. I thought they had a brilliant team. They were absolutely good with Sanju Samson. They had Jofra Archer there. They had some other big names inside there. Steve Smith leading the team, but just didn't have that match-winning ability for them. They had only themselves to blame. So Shane, this year, what do you think they need to do?
A few minutes ago, we spoke about KKR, right? And I feel that these two teams, KKR and Rajasthan, have had a very similar kind of storyline, very parallel storylines, because big names but lack of consistency. And whenever these big names perform, you win games. When they don't, you collectively lose a game. There's a collective failure. They're either there or they're not. You don't have a game where you said, okay, these guys did it for me. We lost because of this. No, we lost because we failed collectively. Apart from Archer can only give you 4 good overs in a day. That's it. And maybe he can catch that odd ball that comes off like that.
That was a brilliant catch. That was a brilliant catch, by the way.
Exactly. But then even if your opposition scores 20 runs or 4 overs, you just play him out. Don't give him a wicket. Dodge the odd ball. Treat him like he's bowling test cricket lines at you. Score 20 runs or 4 overs and be happy to smash the rest of the bowlers. Their squad's good. Okay, their squad's good. You can't really say that a squad led by Steve Smith is not good. And I think one of the key areas where they need to work is the rest of their fast bowlers. So Jaydev Unadkat, Varun Aaron, these guys were very expensive and they disappointed. After Archer runs in and bowls absolute thunderbolts, these guys come and just, spray one down the pads, and anybody just leaves their bat hanging out there, they get a boundary, Other than Tyagi, who was hungry to perform and tried too hard last season, I don't think any Indian bowler really made a difference.
I wanted to ask Sheldon one question regarding Rajasthan's decision to drop Steve Smith. What do you think about that now? We all know that Steve Smith is not now in the team, and he's obviously into the auction now, and other teams are looking to buy him. Who are they likely going to buy this year?
Yeah, a massive call to release Steve Smith. I mean, I didn't think they'd do it, but he did have a poor IPL last year.
Yeah.
Right? I think we really had a poor IPL last year, but again, as Shane said, their bowling last year was so disappointing. I mean, you saw Archer bowl at the start and you're like, yes, 20 for 2, 20 for 3, he's got 3 wickets, he's blown the top order away, and then the rest comes. And then 200 the other team makes still they make 200 after Archer blows to the top order. How many times did we see that also? It was just crazy. I felt sad for Archer most of the time. I mean, they got to focus on the bowling and the batting as well last season. I think a big reason they struggled as well is because they didn't have Stokes for the first half of the season. I think when he came in, he got a couple of big scores, 100 and a 50 as well. So I think that'll be a big addition if Stokes is there from the start. Someone at 3 to replace the obvious big hole in Steve Smith. They'd want to look at someone who'll bat through. Maybe they look at someone like David Malan. Yeah, he bats similar as well. He's not too fast, but he'll bat through. And this is practically an England team because there are 3 other foreign players from England as well. So he'd fit perfectly into the team.
So all eyes will be on him. Rajasthan camp will be looking, to see who can they buy. Like Shane and Sheldon said, they got to get their team right this time, and hopefully they will do well this year. You never know. Conditions will be different. People are going to be there in the stadium, so you never know. This year could be different for them,